Welcome back into Daybreak and welcome back to school for the SPS students out there. We'll have a look at what the first day will be like.
And a stolen one-of-a-kind butterfly fountain is found. We have those details.
We also need to put crime into focus for you, bringing you the details of a shooting over the weekend that left one person injured. We will have that story and more all this hour for you on Daybreak.
Good morning. Thanks for joining us here on Daybreak. Today is Monday, August 24th. I'm Jennifer Abreu.
Joe Morano here with you too, and we are talking school, and meteorologist Elisa Raffa also talking weather this morning because you gotta have some good weather on the first day of school. Isn't rain on the first? Is that a bad omen? Rain on the first day of school?
I don't know. I loved the first day of school though.
Yeah.
I was always so excited.
Seeing all the friends again.
Exactly, and I do think rain would dampen the day. Like, it wouldn't be the same. You know, I think nice weather just creates the whole vibe for that first day too. So,
Well, good vibes only. Lots of sunshine out there today.
That's what we like.
Yeah, we're starting out clear. You'll have sunny conditions if you're headed out to the bus stop this morning. You're looking at some dry roads to start. It's clear and 68 degrees in Springfield right now. You've got some light south and west winds and these dew points in the lower 60s. It's 72 degrees in Branson, 71 degrees in Monette, and 68 degrees in Mountain Grove. Dew points are not too bad in the low to middle 60s. Not quite as refreshing as it was for a couple of days last week, but it's not terribly humid, just a little bit sticky out there this morning. Dry roads all afternoon, so I don't expect any weather hazards for you. You'll stay dry through dismissal. If you're starting virtually today, lots of sunshine out your window. You're looking at those temperatures in the low to middle 90s as you head through the day today with that sunshine. If you are actually going into school by dismissal, you're looking at a temperature at 93 degrees. Will be hot and sticky. So a hot first day of school. You're sunny through Wednesday. Rain chances return, and they are pretty healthy because we're tracking two tropical systems. Details on the tracks of Marco and Laura coming up in 10 minutes.
all right, Elisa, thank you. Well, it is officially the first day of school for Springfield students. Caller 10's Bailey Stroll is live at one of the district's campuses with more on what students and parents can expect today. Bailey, good morning.
Good morning, Jennifer. Well, as you can see here at Delaware Elementary in Springfield, it's still pretty quiet. Students and parents still have a couple of hours before they need to start getting ready and heading to school. But when they do, remember that this will only be about half of the students coming to seated classes today here at Delaware and across the district. The other half will start their first day of school through virtual classes and then come for seated classes on Thursday and Friday. Now, busing will be available to students that are eligible, but SPS is encouraging parents to drop off and pick up students on their own and no earlier than 15 minutes before school starts this morning, unless you're part of a before school program, of course. SPS will be offering meals that will be available for students to take home so they can eat those on their virtual days. Parents will have to sign up and pay that beforehand. And as you're packing up school supplies this morning, of course, don't forget that students will likely need to bring their own water bottles, as water fountains will likely be shut off at many of the schools in the district. Only refilling stations will be available. And of course, don't forget your mask. Students and staff are required to wear a mask at all times, regardless of age or grade level. Now, students here at Delaware Elementary will be some of the first to step foot into an all-new building. It was revamped thanks to funding through Prop S that passed back in 2019, and a few other schools in Springfield will look a little different as well. We'll have a chance to take a look inside Delaware a little later this morning on Color 10 News at midday. Reporting in Springfield, Bailey Stroll, Ozarks First.
All right, thank you very much, Bailey. Along with the back to school happening, we spoke with Dr. John Jungman, the superintendent of SPS. He says masking at schools will be fully enforced unless there is some kind of medical condition that will keep that from happening. Otherwise, students, staff, and everyone else in between are required to be fully masked. This rule also applies to riding the bus. Dr. Jungman says if there is an outbreak of COVID-19 or if students test positive, there are protocols in place and nurses on staff to help.
We can't wait to see your students, whether that's in a virtual format or in an in-person format beginning next week. Our teachers are so excited about the opportunity to serve. That's why they got into this business, and we can't wait to see them get started with kids on August 24th.
And the district will also make sure that every student has a device and internet access to be able to learn from home when needed. Dr. Jungmann also addressed some other concerns parents may have. We have a full interview with him available on ozarksfirst.com for you there. Also, regardless of how your child will learn this semester, be sure to share your back-to-school pictures with us. ozarksfirst.com. Find the link under the News tab. At the bottom, there's a gallery and a place to submit your kid's best picture. We need to feature them on Daybreak this week, so make sure to submit.
Putting crime into focus now, a shooting at Club Rodeo over the weekend has left one victim injured and resulted in 2 arrests. At about 1:30 yesterday morning, officers arrived as gunshots were heard and 2 vehicles fled the location. Police stopped both vehicles and took the drivers into custody. The victim of the shooting was taken to the hospital with non-life-threatening injuries, a gunshot wound in the arm.
A shooting in Greenfield, Missouri has resulted in 2 more people being hospitalized. Before 2 a.m. Sunday, Dade County deputies responded to a reported shooting and found one victim who had been shot multiple times and another who had been assaulted. Neither are believed to have life-threatening injuries. The sheriff's office said they've recovered the weapons believed to be used and the incident is under investigation now.
In more local news this morning, a stolen butterfly fountain has been recovered. Last week, a thief broke into the butterfly house at the Springfield Botanical Gardens, stealing several items, including a rose bush, ceramic frogs, live moths and cocoons, and a one-of-a-kind fountain. The next day, 2 park visitors stumbled across the fountain in a wooded area. Neither realized that it was stolen property, but when they later saw a news article about the break-in, they notified park officials of the fountain's location. None of the other items have been recovered.
And we'll have a really nice, sunny, hot first day of school. I gave it a grade of an A. It'll be hot, a little bit sticky. Details on 2 tropical systems and rain that they could bring to the Ozarks coming up next.
From Color 10 Ozarks First, Jennifer Abreu, Joe Morano, and weather with meteorologist Elisa Raffa. This is Color 10 News Daybreak.